I mean, the recovery process was great. I was just every day working, taking it day by day. I didn't really look to like a time stamp on it. Was it 6 months, this and this and that? I was just working day by day, working with the trainers who have been great to me.
What was the injury specifically?
MCL.
MCL, gotcha. Sprain, torn?
I was torn.
Torn, gotcha.
So how's it for you now? Obviously, you're healthy, you're practicing, you're contending for a starting job. How's spring practice going for you?
Spring practice has been great. Getting back in the flow. I love the game of football, and just playing it just makes me happy.
And how are you progressing from a technique, skill standpoint?
I'm progressing very well. Just sitting down for a year, doing a bunch of rehab has been great to me. Just sitting with a bunch of people like Javo, Matt Lee, Jalen, a bunch of people in the 5-0 line from last year, even this year. Just learning from them, taking every game into the piece and adding to my game has been great for improvement.
How different does this O-line feel? Mario just talks about the size. Like you look at it now, you see dudes. How different is this offensive line?
I mean, what do you mean by different? Different from like just what makes us us?
From when he got here.
I mean, I don't really know how it was when we got here, but I know how it is now. Now we're just like, or at least how it is since I got here. We're bonded, we're tight, we're disciplined. Especially having a coach like we have, he gonna grind it into us, be disciplined, be tight, run to the ball, move fast, be technical.
I know this time last year, one of the points of emphasis for you was getting stronger, building up your body. So how's that process gone for you? Have you gained weight over the last year? Have you gotten stronger in any area particularly?
I mean, I feel like I've folded out a little bit more, toned up, being injured, benching a whole lot when I couldn't walk has been great to me. I feel like my improvement really just keeping low on my body fat down and just getting more toned and getting more athletic.
What are you weighing now?
What I'm weighing right now, I weighed in today around 327.
Okay. And what did your bench press go up while you were?
I haven't really maxed too much, but I definitely feel like on the field, I'm faster, I'm quicker, my knees feel good, my hands feel stronger.
And we've seen you working a lot at guard this spring. I know you played mostly tackle in high school, so just moving to that position, how's that been going for you?
Playing guard it was a transition. It was a transition I love to learn, because playing right next to someone, you want to know how they kind of thinking it out. So I kind of knew before, but I had to really dial into it. And it was great to just learn the process of being a guard, learning how different the run game is at tackle from guard. So.
And you mentioned a minute ago, like learning from the older guys like Matt, Javo, Jalen Rivers, I'm sure too. Like, what are some of the things that you've learned from them?
The things I learned from it, just like in the passing game, be more patient. Shoot your hands, play half a man. In the run game, stay low, get your hips in it, hands tight. Kind of seeing how they handle certain blocks, and also IQ as well. Knowing when like the safety's coming, knowing when like the DN might go in because the safety's coming, has been great.
Samson, for you, got some playing time earlier in the year last year. How important was that for you to kind of get your feet wet and heading into this year? How big is that?
I mean, it was cool. Just playing a little bit at the end of the game. I mean, it was definitely just a great thing to do.
How much do you credit Alex Mirabal for kind of your development in this past year?
Oh, I credit him a lot. He's a great coach. He's going to always just try to instill you, like, you need to learn the game. You need to learn how everything works on the field to really be great. And that's what I love from a coach, just like not just doing your job, learning the whole 5 job plus the QB's job. You know what I'm saying? Because once you start understanding the bigger picture, you can move a lot quicker, and that's how I've been moving a lot quicker.
And then Mario Cristobal as well. Like, how much is he involved in your development, and how much have you learned from him?
Oh, a bunch. Sometimes after a couple reps, he might talk to me, say like a little bit like that. I like what you did there, and I like you could have did this a little bit that way. You know what I'm saying? And that's very great to hear from a coach. Just kind of coach you like within like the same time coaching. You feel what I'm saying? It's always great.
And then we're going to talk to Markel Bell. He's a big guy. What's he like on the field? What's he like off the field?
He's a dog on the field. The same way off the field, he's a dog. You know what I'm saying? He's a great person, great teammate to have on the team. You know what I'm saying? Just being 6'7", being long, he has great advantages on the field.
You and Francis, I know this time last year you guys were talking about how you feed off each other. I know that Francis is kind of sidelined right now, but is that dynamic still there for you?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, I'm talking to him like how we do this, how you do that, how would you do this, you know what I'm saying? Even though he might be like injured and anything like that, he's still actively like getting better, within mentally, so I'm talking to him, how would you handle this? I might show him this rep, you know what I'm saying? How would you handle that? And we're kind of batting off each other, just talking, you know, playing immensely in our head.
What impressed you most about what he did last year?
I mean, just how instinctual he was and how just he picked up the game so fast.